Get in, lads. Match day 4 of the Euros has been completed. It is currently 7:08 p.m. PST time as a recording. We're just going to be going over all 3 fixtures from groups D and E. And we're just going to start off with the early morning kickoff for us, which was 6 o'clock in the morning. It was an upset. Completely screwed up our predictions of the Euros video that we made earlier. And it was Romania defeating Ukraine 3-0. It was a very lackluster game from Ukraine, but got to give some credit to Romania for pouncing on the chances that they did have.
I was gonna say, I know you guys are big on the Ukrainian mistakes right now, but I gotta give props to Romania, partly because we got a Tottenham player in there. Shout out Jagerson, that's my boy, and also because I think hey, I gotta shout him out. But when teams have 28-30% possession and they come out with a win, there's something about that classic, just hit them on the counter ball. We love that. We love that kind of play. I don't know if you've been seeing
that's true West Ham ball right there.
The West Ham David ball, or the Burnley ball, the Sean Dyche ball. And I live for it and I love it. And 3-0 win with 20% possession. Give me that. I'm here for it. So I know Ukraine, London had a bad game and it was just a poor performance, but I gotta give Romania credit. They played to their strengths and they came away with a huge win.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the Romanian perspective, it looks like every player was up for it. Even the ones that came on, they were up for it. They're ready to defend, put their bodies on the line. But yeah, I think the highlight of this is not particularly on Romania, and yes, they did win by 3, but I feel like a lot of people are emphasizing the goalkeeping errors that happened in 2 of the goals, just because I felt like Ukraine did dominate the game in certain aspects, but they just didn't have the greatest opportunities or just weren't clinical enough, especially the first goal. Big error, but that was honestly just a great finish in the end outside the 18, just a great shot, went top bins. And then the third or second goal was I think it was the second one where it went underneath his arms. That was just a good strike at the end, but it was arguably should have been saved. But yeah, rough day in the office for the keeper, but hopefully it doesn't affect his confidence going into the other 2 knockout stages, because honestly, let's be real, this group has been flipped on the top of its head in terms of the other result as well. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I think this is also a big boost for Romania. I think they could now go on. All they need is really one more point. One more point here to get into the group stage. Not group stage, knockout stages. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think this is Group E, correct? Group E is now, I think, going to be one of the groups to watch move going forward into the Euros, just because of all the what's the word? Why am I blanking here? Upsets. All the upsets. Yeah. So literally in our predictions video, I think we had Ukraine, Belgium, Romania, and Slovakia, and then now the group's completely flipped. So we have at the top of the group Romania, Slovakia, and then Belgium, Ukraine, because of goal differentials differences. But yeah,
I would say this Saturday
that was an early morning game for us. Wasn't
this Saturday? We got Romania, Belgium. Just to follow up on that, and I think. Now, I know we're gonna talk about Belgium right now, but considering what happened in that game and what we saw with Romania, we could see another counterattacking West Ham ball game here. And this might be it. This might be the most embarrassing loss Belgium has had. I think it'll be one for the ballers out there.
Jeez, okay. I would say let's do a live stream, but we are currently going to be doing something for the channel in the morning on Saturday. But I'm going to just plug this in right now. We are doing a Jamaica-Mexico live stream on Saturday at 5:45 is the start. Kickoff's at 6. If you want to watch that, stay tuned for that. But anyways, back to the Euros. I think that's about it. But let's go next into the other Group E game. Another massive upset. Belgium. Where to start with Belgium? Belgium lost to Slovakia 1-0. Where do we? How do you summarize that performance from Belgium overall, Diego?
I'm gonna start with the fact that it's actually not the most surprising result ever. And I was with Elijah this morning, and we were talking, and he was saying how it's the biggest record-wise biggest differential in FIFA rankings for that highest team to lose. So I think Belgium was like 4-3, and Slovakia was like
Third.
40 something, 48. Third, so
I think
third is like
44.
44.
44.
44. Okay,
The fact that Belgium's third is crazy.
they
There's no
should
way
not
they
be.
should be there.
They should not be there. But if we're talking about FIFA rankings, the biggest upset, and it's not the biggest upset in my eyes. The way I see it, if you know Belgium, you know that this is totally possible. And I'm sorry, but I need Lukaku out, man. I need him out. He needs to. He ain't the same guy, you know. This isn't the guy that we saw at Everton way back when. This isn't the guy we saw at Inter. No, this ain't that guy. And
He did score 2 goals, technically. He did score 2.
I mean, yeah, he scored 2 goals.
They're all disallowed.
That were both disallowed.
Rightfully so, by the way. No controversy in that one.
No controversy, and I miss you know who Belgium misses. They miss Hazard. They miss Eden Hazard. I'm gonna be 100% real right now, because Lukaku ain't it. Doku, unless that fullback is above 30 years old, he ain't it. Trossard, he's a weird guy where I don't know. Sometimes there's just I don't know, man. Like you see some players in that team. Like I think Onana's a baller from Everton. I think he's a baller. Mangala baller. But like, there's something that's just not clicking yet, and I think you gotta get some fresh blood in there. Get rid of Lukaku. Personally, I'm the kind of guy to drop Doku, but that's just me. That's just how I feel about that. But I think that you can make some changes and get some fresh. They have some young good players. I think you got to start integrating that. You got to start that transition phase now. It's time.
So, would you credit this upset win to Slovakia's game plan or just Belgium underperforming?
I'm gonna have to go Slovakia's game plan because I still think like looking at the like highlights and the stats, I still think Slovakia did well enough. Obviously Belgium had more possession. That's a given. They had more shots, but only one more shot on target. And Slovakia did what they have to do. We know they don't have the quality that Belgium have on paper, but they pulled it through. They got their goal, and they held on for the rest of after the goal in the 7th minute. They held on for the rest of the game, and they pulled it out. Hey, defense wins you games.
Defense wins you championships. Maybe not in this case for Slovakia, but it gets you 3 points and 1 foot into the door of the knockout stages. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's completely Slovakia's game plan. Also, the amount of bodies they were throwing on the line to make sure that ball did not cross the net, because there was some good. There was probably a few goal line clearances by the Slovakian defenders that kept them in those games in the game. So yeah, honestly, Belgium, very disappointed game way to enter it. I'm sure certain people aren't very happy with VAR at the moment that are from Belgium, but what can you do? You can't handball. But also, did you see the technology they're using now? There's like a little like thing that's like a kind of like a heart rate monitor. It's like a flat line, and then once you touch it, hand touches the ball, like it goes off. It was crazy. That's what they were showing on the television.
Interesting
broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but they were showing it, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" But it was really cool. Because as soon as he touched it, it like went spiked, and then once his hand was no longer on the ball, it like went flatline. It was very weird.
Was it maybe because like
at the same time?
Is there something in the ball with something to do with like feeling the pulse or some shit like that?
I think there's something in the ball. Yeah, I think there's a tracker or something in the ball.
That makes
I have no idea what,
Huh.
but it was very cool to see. So, maybe somebody look in for the Copa America to see if they're doing it or if they're just testing it for the Euros. I have no idea. Don't quote me on this, people. But I noticed it and I thought it was very cool addition. Now, all right, the only non-upset of today, the 12 p.m. kickoff. France beat Austria 1-0. Some big news coming out of that game. Mbappe broken nose. Broken nose. Getting surgery right now, probably, or like
mask Mbappe is gonna be generational. he's gonna feed families. Calling it right now. Right now.
Wait, goal scorer. Is it enough to put money on it? To put money goal scorer, top goal scorer in the tournament, or is he just gonna be like?
I'm closer to putting money on it now than I was before he put the mask.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, will he be able to play in the second game
Yeah,
going
I think
forward?
so.
Possibly. Maybe start on the bench just to make sure nothing happens in terms of his breathing, because got to breathe through your nose when you're playing. It's
True.
gonna suck if you're
True.
trying to breathe through your
I
mouth
saw
the
him
whole time.
tweet. Actually, I saw a tweet from him though, from his account, that literally was asking like, "What kind of mask should I wear?" So like, I think he's fine. I think he's chilling.
He's in good spirits.
I
Luckily, it was only his
He's in good
nose,
spirits.
not his eye or anything, his orbital.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I was actually, I'll be real here. I was actually kind of not happy, but he did flop. He did flop. So what
Oh,
happened before that free kick? What happened before that free kick was he flopped because he got hit in the face barely, right? And they gave him a free kick, and then the very next play, he gets absolutely his nose gets broken because he goes straight into a dude's shoulder. So I was like, kind of like it's kind of karma. Not gonna lie, if you really want to
it's
think
kind
about
of
it, that's what happens when you actually get hit in the face, like
Yeah,
properly.
it hurts.
It hurts, not just tapped. But anyways, I was kind of like that was kind of a karma moment. For me, I hate floppers. But anyways,
Do you feel like France were a little underwhelming in this game though?
yeah, I was about to get to that. Thank you.
Oh,
But thank you.
go
No,
ahead.
I was gonna say thank you for bringing it up. Good segue. Sorry. Also, viewers, probably important note: Elijah's not here. As the first time I think he's ever not been when there's me and Diego. He's never not been here.
Yeah.
This is the first time, so it's actually kind of an interesting dynamic. But anyways, back to what you were saying. Yeah, I think so. I think Austria actually probably deserved to at least get a draw out of this, based on how they were playing.
Mm.
It was kind of lackluster, I felt, for France. And you got to remember how France scored. It was an own goal that was a great finish, I must say, with a wonderful bottom left header. World class, some would say. Honestly, I don't know what the defender was doing. I don't know what's worse. Ducking underneath the ball when you're a defender or heading it straight towards your goal. I'm not too sure which one's worse. That was a rough.
I'm gonna go ducking easily.
Yeah,
ducking. I'm gonna go ducking.
Which game was that? Was that Scotland? No.
I don't remember which game that was. I know what game. I know I can think of it, but I don't remember which one it was. But
I don't think I'd ever forgive my defender for ducking underneath a ball that was right at him.
No.
But yeah, very underwhelming. I would say. It was actually Austria. I'm pulling up the stats right now. Austria had 51.9% possession in this game.
More
3 shots on goal apiece. Does the own goal count as a shot on goal? Probably.
I don't think. No, I don't think so.
Well, then that's very upsetting for France. Then they did have 14 shot attempts compared to Austria's 5, but yeah, honestly, yeah, I would say very underwhelming performance. Not very encouraging going forward, especially against the Austrian side that isn't the greatest in the world. But yeah, not the best performance, but maybe something they can improve.
I do want to shout out the little man who could, N'Golo Kante. For being 33 and apparently washed and always injured, he put in a shift tonight. And I saw a highlight, especially with one of his tackles he made, because Saliba had a howler of a game and missed a ball, and you thought Austria were through on goal, and Conte comes in and just tackles the ball out of nowhere. He's 33 and he's playing at Saudi Arabia, and so you're like, this man still got it. He still got it when he's there. I just want to give a little shout to little N'Golo Kante.
Elijah's probably praising it right now. He's technically assumed a producer role at the moment. So he's actually watching over us at the moment. But
he's like a little guy on our shoulder.
Yeah, he's making sure. But yeah. Also, got to remember, Griezmann did have a cut on his forehead for going into the screen boards on the side.
Really?
I don't know.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he got a cut. I don't know how bad it is. It's probably going to require like maybe a stitch or two, maybe. But they stopped the bleeding. But anyways, there's something to look out for, possibly going forward. Maybe he'll have a little headband going forward. Who knows? But he played the rest of the match fine, I think, until he got subbed out. But yeah, I think lackluster performance. I think a lot of the big teams that were supposed to perform today, Ukraine, not a big team, but we were expecting high expectations with them. Ukraine, Belgium, and France, very lacklustered, all three of them. So kind of worrying because I feel like even England yesterday, very, very lacklustered. Probably didn't deserve to win that game. Probably deserved to lose it. But also,
so I was seeing on social media, people were like, "Oh, these games have been so good." But so Gareth Southgate, he's gonna change that, and he did. He did change that. I was extremely bored watching that second half.
Until Jared Bowen came on and almost got an assist immediately.
Almost got an assist. That's true.
And then Harry Kane bottled it.
That was more of a good save. That was not. That was a tough header.
I'm joking. That was just a great save. But yeah, I was so hyped. I was so hyped for a second. I was like, no way, this man he was about to cement himself in the starting 11, and then they saved it. But anyways, but yeah, I think that's all we got. Got anything more to add for these 3 games?
I think I'm becoming of the belief that the best games are the games against the 2 low-ranked teams that you don't care about. You should start caring about those teams because they will give you the best entertainment and quality. Forget the France versus Austria because you want to see Mbappe. Nah. Go watch those smaller teams. They're gonna fight out a 4-3 win, and you're gonna be enjoying every last minute of it. I guarantee you.
Well, gotta remember, Romania, Slovakia, probably the game to look forward to at this moment in time in Group E, because they are currently tied for first in their group. So something to look forward to, unless something drastic changes. Because imagine if they tie, Slovakia and Romania tie in their game against each other. That puts them at 4 points. It makes that group a lot more interesting because it forces either Ukraine or Belgium to win, because then it's going to be kind of a difficult task to advance if one of these teams don't get 3 points. So yeah, it's completely changed it. So all the betting odds are probably screwed at the moment. But whoever put money on Romania, Slovakia winning is a very happy person, very, very happy individual. But yeah, I think that's all we got for match day 4. If you guys want more coverage of future match days, please let us know in the comments. Remember, please like and subscribe. Also, gonna shout this out one more time. Live stream Saturday for Mexico versus Jamaica at 5:45. All 3 of us are actually going to be in the same room, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Elijah will be there. He will be there. And so will Diego. And yeah, just going to be a good time. That's going to be chatting with anyone that hops in. It's going to be hopefully a good game match. Hopefully Mexico win, but I'm a bit biased there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, please like and subscribe, and peace.